Hey everyone, we are live today. Welcome to another episode of the Technicolor Mike B Show live on YouTube. Yes, welcome to today's episode of the Technicolor Mike B Show live on YouTube. Today's design theme is a tiger, and in honor of it being Flag Day, we went with a patriotic red, white, and blue tiger. Yes. So how is everyone doing on this Sunday? It's just another day of the week or weekend. Haven't left the house today other than to walk down to the mailbox. Yes, that was the big excitement, leaving the house to go check the mail. Since I live in a townhouse community, my mailbox is about a block down the street, so it's a bit of a walk. Not just like growing up where you just open the front door and pull the mail out of the box, or other people that just have it at the end of the driveway. No, mine's down the block. So it is Sunday, and our theme of today's show is the tiger. Now, I was surprised there aren't that many tiger jokes out there, at least if you exclude any of the Tiger Woods jokes, and yeah, there's a handful of jokes that are more about a lion or a leopard or a cheetah, but not too many about tigers. I guess tigers don't rhyme with enough words or something. Yeah, I don't know why there aren't more jokes about tigers. It's not the first animal I've run into that didn't have a whole lot of jokes, but considering they are a fairly popular animal, I would have thought there'd be more jokes about tigers. But we did find a few. So today's design is the tiger, and we're going to do a tiger balloon. So let me just back up a bit so I have room to work. And before we do the tiger jokes, we'll do a flag joke. What did one flag say to the other flag? Yes, these might be talking flags, I don't know. They have a conversation, they're at least friends. Well, the one flag didn't say anything, it just waved. Yes, the flag just waved over to the other flag to say, hey, how's it going? Why do tigers have stripes? Yes, why do tigers have stripes? Well, that is simply so they are not spotted. What is the difference between a lion and a tiger? Yes, lions and tigers are different, but how are they different? What is the difference? Well, tigers always tell the truth, and the other one is always lion. Yes, it's always a lion. What do you call a tiger running the copying machine? Yes, tiger got a job doing office work and was running the copy machine. Well, it seemed that that was your copycat. Yes, your copycat. I think it's beginning to look a little like a tiger already. We have its head. Doesn't have eyes or stripes or anything yet, but enough to has the shape. Why is it so easy for a tiger to jump higher than a skyscraper? Yeah, there aren't too many skyscrapers in the jungle, so maybe people aren't aware that tigers really can jump higher than a skyscraper. They just haven't been able to see the two side by side and compare the tiger's ability to jump higher than a skyscraper. Well, it wasn't really that hard for the tiger to do because skyscrapers can't jump. No, skyscrapers can't jump, so anything that can will jump higher than the skyscraper does. What is smarter than a talking tiger? Yes, smarter than a talking tiger. And you know, we all trust that tiger that talks when he says, "Turn straight!" Yes, that must be a very honest tiger that we trust his judgment on cereal. He just says, "It turns straight." Well, what is smarter than that tiger? That would be your spelling bee. Yes, not only could that bee talk, but he could spell. So here is our tiger, sans any markings, eyes, or anything, so we could decorate our tiger. Why do tigers always eat raw meat? Yes, they'll always have their meat raw. Well, they might prefer it cooked, but they don't know how to cook. And if they're living in the jungle, you just sort of take what you're given. What do you call a tiger at the North Pole? Yes, I don't know how the tiger got to the North Pole, but I think he was probably lost. So there is our tiger when he's got some eyes and some stripes and a smiling face. Make those eyes a little more circular. So there is the orange tiger next to the patriotic red, white, and blue tiger. Yes, the tiger is a rather popular design for kids, both when it comes to face painting and when it comes to balloons. With face painting, often if like one kid knows enough about face paint and asks for a rainbow tiger, then all of the faces turn into rainbow tiger faces. But yeah, tigers are a popular design, and I think if the colors are done right and the stripes are done right, they do look pretty cool. But yep, so here is our balloon of the day, our little tiger balloon. I guess I could have done him in red, white, and blue, but we went with the traditional tiger colors. And I guess we could have done the white tiger as well. But I think the orange and yellow tiger is the more popular style of tiger. So here we are on Sunday afternoon. One more week and it is Father's Day. Yes, Father's Day is next Sunday. And I don't know, maybe parts of the country will be open enough that kids can go visit their father and let the grandchildren come play as well. And I know there were times the last 3 months where families just couldn't get together. It wasn't safe, and the grandparents are usually older, which means they are in the higher risk category for if they get COVID-19, complications are more likely. I know not all grandparents are in their 60s or 70s or 80s or 90s. There are young grandparents who are 45, but maybe then it's the great-grandparents that are too old to see the kids and great-grandkids and all that. So yeah, but hopefully things are starting to get under control. I know if you've watched the news, some states are starting to spike their counts again, go back up because, well, it's after Memorial Day weekend and people have been out and about more. And obviously the protests have been going on for a few weeks, so those cases might start up as well. But hopefully it will be safe enough for people to have some family gatherings next weekend in honor of Father's Day. I know Mother's Day a month ago just wasn't quite ready for people to have those family gatherings, so maybe we could do a Mother's Day, Father's Day combination, celebrate them both on one day next weekend. Just an idea. So, yep, it is Sunday. I'm trying to use some of my time to do practical things, and last night I was realizing there's going to come a day when I'm supposed to start going back to work on a regular basis, and I'm going to have to grab lunch out and use the parking lot at work and other places. So it's like I'm going to have to be wearing probably a mask 5 or 6 days a week. And I don't know if I've never had to wear a mask more than like 30 minutes in the store and then I take it off. But if you're going to work and you're grabbing lunch and doing other things, I don't know how many masks I'll go through in a day. And so I was thinking, I need to start upping the number of masks. Yes, I could buy the disposable kind, but I prefer the wash 'em kind. I think also because you could choose cool fabrics, that they are more interesting to look at than just those sterile blue paper cloth ones, or even just the plain black or white ones. So yeah, I was looking on Etsy yesterday trying to see who's selling cool looking adult size masks, because like a lot of the places I was looking at, if they had a Spider-Man or Marvel or superhero themed mask, they were all kid size. Like, you know, I'm an adult, I like Marvel superheroes just as much as the kids. Why not make them in my size too? But I did find like 3 masks on Etsy that I thought were cool enough to order. And I also was going through my hoarding supply of fabrics. There was, a long time ago when I started doing the clowning thing, I thought, well, maybe I won't make an entire costume, but if I buy a shirt like this, I can add a pocket or something, or some accessories to accent it to wear with a shirt like this to make it look more clown-like. So I have a big supply of fabric, A lot of it just remnants, just a half a yard of fabric of a different style, and picked out 2 or 3 of the fabrics so I could make my own masks. I've made 3, I think 4 already past few weeks to wear to the store, and I cut out 2 in a dinosaur fabric, sewed one of them together, and I'm lazy when it comes to following directions, and I'm just like, hey, well, I'll just wing it. So like the first one I made, I looked online and saw, well, it should be about 8 inches this way and 6 inches that way, and cut the fabric and sort of drew a shape out on a piece of paper. It said that looked about the shape that they were using on the picture I'd seen on the internet, and cut it into fabric and made one, and it worked. And then like the next one I said, well, I should make it just a little bit bigger, a little bit longer. So it's like next piece of fabric I just cut a little bit bigger than the prior one. And so yeah, that's just my approach of just wing it. I used one of the masks I wore to the grocery store yesterday as the template when I was just laid the mask out flat on the fabric and said, okay, well, this has been sewn, so there's a seam allowance, so we'll go about 1/2 inch on each side, and just sort of traced the shape and trimmed out the fabric, made one. And since I really don't have any more elastic, I haven't bought a bunch, but I did have some hairband elastic. When I'm doing balloons, and I have to, right now, I just have like balloons lying around, but I would buy the hairbands, and I would make a bundle of balloons and wrap the hairband around it, sort of like a ponytail. So I have a bunch of hairband elastic, and I have the big thick kind. I'm like, that's sort of about the size I was using for the elastic for the ear bands on the masks, the first masks I made. And so it's like the latest mask I did just using the hairband elastic instead of actual sewing fabric elastic, and it seemed to work. I might need to make the mask just a little bit longer, since the hairband elastic isn't quite as long as the elastic pieces, or at least, well, when you buy 3 yards of elastic, you can cut it to whatever length you want, and the hairband is only the size of a hairband, so I might need to make the mask a little bit bigger so that the ears are a little bit closer to the end. But yeah, it worked. So now I have like 3 masks on order from Etsy, and 1 made, and another pre-cut, just not sewed together, and another fabric altogether selected, and probably 2 or 3 more fabrics. I figure if I was leaving the house every day and spending 8-10 hours at work and other places, I'd probably go through 2-3 masks in a day. So I probably need a good 14 masks to get me through the week. Since I don't do laundry every day, it's not like I could just toss it in the laundry and have it ready. And I guess at some point you'll be able to go to your local shopping center, and they'll have like a mask boutique that you could pick out all the designer fabrics and prints and figure out really what size is appropriate for you. But until then, and until the malls are fully open, yeah, we have to make our own or settle for the El Cheapo black and white or blue fabric or cotton cloth, whatever those disposable ones are, or be creative enough to make our own. So yeah, that was my productivity task of the day, just making some masks, so when I finally have to go out, I will have some to wear. So this has been Technicolor Mike B on your tiger themed day with our patriotic tiger face paint design and our cute orange and yellow tiger balloon, saying so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, and goodbye. Thanks for watching today's episode of the Technicolor Mike B Show. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile.